Hi, I'm John Summers, and you're watching On the Hunt for Treasures. Each episode we'll go digging, diving, hunting, and driving all around this beautiful region searching for one thing, treasures. For over 40 years, I've been collecting antiques, collectibles, and most importantly, stories. And now I want you to join me as I pick up a few more. So get in, buckle up, because we're on the hunt for treasures.
I've been working all week and I'm ready for Friday night. I just got paid, hoping lady luck will treat me right.
Welcome to our first episode ever. I'm so excited to take you along for the hunt. Our first destination is Cadiz, Kentucky. Located in the rolling farmlands off Highway 68, Cadiz has tons of great places to eat, shop, hike, you name it. It's also full of wonderful people, like my old friend Donnie. He called me with some great news, so it's finally time to check out what he has to offer.
My name's Donnie McCraw. I've created what I consider a pretty decent collection. Now, as you can look around in my building here, it's getting pretty full. And I told John I'm ready to get rid of a few things.
Hey, Donnie.
Hey, John. Good to see you again,
You
old buddy.
too, but hey, listen. I come down here, you just shocked me when you said I want to sell some things.
It's like this, John. I want to get rid of several pieces in here.
Okay.
But you got to have a pocketbook to do it.
All right, well, let's look and see what
All
you
right,
got.
let's walk on
Show me.
over this way and check it out over here.
All right, let's do that.
This is the bell off the train that used to run through downtown Cadiz. Still works.
Yeah, I guess it does. Sure, now you got a lot of gas stations over here.
Lots of my stuff, if it hits my fancy,
Okay.
I want it.
Now, see, here's where I'm talking about Mark's. See, these are Mark's toys. They were huge in making not only the cars, but they also made the gas stations. They just made a little bit of everything. Actually, these right in here, a few of these are even some Mark toys up in here.
Yeah, that's a neat U-Haul collection
Yes.
I put together by picking up pieces around. That's a neat little toy.
Well, he is.
You could put batteries in him, and he'd pour himself a drink, and his face would get real red. But that's a neat toy.
It is.
This little truck right here is a 1929, 1930 Model A truck. I can picture some little old boy, a couple boys out in the yard playing under a shade tree. Back then they didn't have air conditioning, that kind of stuff. We got out in the yard and played in dirt. Well, this is a Model A truck that would have had probably a flatbed or something on it, but some little old boy took a bean can or a paint can and mounted it on the back of this truck and made him a tanker truck out of it. And I can relate back to him being out in that yard and saying, hey, let's make a tanker truck out of our truck.
Oh, I love this little wagon right here. Now, I did see some brown on here.
Well, that's the dirt dauber nest. You know, I told you I like my stuff the way it is, original.
Right, right.
I like original stuff. And that's a dirt dauber's nest. That's original the way I bought it.
Donnie, this is exactly what I'm looking for. You know I love the automotive stuff, and this is right up my alley right here.
If you like it, you better open up the boxes and see what's inside it.
I mean, there's stuff in there?
Oh, it's, John, open it up and look at it.
Oh, wow. Wow, it's full.
Full of
Gates.
windshield wiper blades.
Yeah, this is unbelievable. Is it dated? What dates are these back into?
John, I'd say they go back in the 50s and 60s. I'm not 100% sure, but
Yeah,
they'd be back in the 50s and 60s.
On them, yeah.
Now, you have picked up one item here that I would be glad to try to sell you.
Okay. I didn't believe. I seen the top was full. You didn't tell me the bottom was full.
I told you, open it up. It's full of treasure.
Man, I don't. That's probably 100. There's probably 150 blades in there. It's
Well,
unbelievable.
there's a big old world out there that needs lots of windshield wiper blades,
Now,
John.
this would adjust the size to it.
That would measure your size.
Measure your size.
That's
on
correct.
That. Yeah, and I love that. You know, the Gulf theme. Even though they still make Gulf today, it's just the old style here. I
And
really
the
like
good
it.
part about it, it's a piece that hadn't been repainted or redone. That's
Okay.
an original condition.
Let me see if I. You gonna help me load it?
Well, if we come together first,
You
you know,
mean
there's something we need to talk about.
Oh, okay.
But
all
if
right.
we get together, I'll get it loaded for you.
Okay. Donnie had so much more to show me. Amazing vintage cars, priceless toys from the past, and even an authentic grocery store he built on his property. It was very impressive. His place is the real deal. I just couldn't get one item out of my head. I didn't mean for you to pull this out here.
Well, John, I can tell you really like it.
What did you want for it?
Well, you gonna pay for it?
I can't bargain on an empty stomach.
Well, I tell you what, let's do then. You get a good picture of it in your mind. Let's a good place out here called Triplets, out here by the interstate. Let's go out there and get a barbecue sandwich, but you're buying.
All right, let's go. Oh, I'm buying. Oh, me. Sometimes when you really want something, you have to pony up for lunch. As long as I can end up with it at a good price, I'll be happy.
Appreciate this.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. This is good.
Especially since you're buying dinner.
All right. What we got here?
You ever ate here before?
No, I never ate here.
Well, I have.
Is
It's
it?
awful good place to eat.
Is it? Let me look here and see what they've got on this menu here. Oh, I like that, and I like that, I like that, I like that.
Well, while you thinking about all this to eat, don't you forget what we're here for.
Okay.
I'm here to get into your pocketbook.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, wow. Wow. Oh, boy, don't that look good.
Boy, if you eat all that, you're gonna be a big old boy.
Yeah.
Just how does it come out there?
You gotta take the lid off.
Take the
Take
lid off.
the lid off. Well, okay. Checking you out there, boy. I'm gonna pour a bunch out on this. None no better. You ain't gonna need no supper.
Do you want some fries?
No.
Eat a few.
Yeah, give me a few.
That Gulf windshield wiper thing.
Yeah.
Give me a price that we can talk about.
John, I know that you know what stuff's worth, just like I do.
Yeah, oh, sure, sure.
I feel like that box, with all the contents that's inside it,
Yeah.
should be worth around $850.
I was thinking more like around 600. I know it's full of contents and all.
We better eat some more and you get full. You're not thinking right.
Work with me here. Let's bargain a little bit.
Well, I know you drove a long ways, and I know you want that awful bad.
Yeah, and I'm a friend.
You are that.
Okay.
Be sure on that part.
Okay.
And I want you to be a friend when we leave here.
Okay, I do
Because
too.
you got to buy my dinner.
Okay.
Let's go $750.
Okay. I can do the 750.
Really?
Yeah. You want to shake on it with your hamburger in your hand, or you
No,
want to
I
take
don't want to touch your hand while I'm
Okay.
eating.
It's a deal then. 750. It's a deal.
All right.
Okay.
You got a good piece there.
I know. I can't wait to get it home.
If you haven't been to Sisters and Friends lately, a new season of unique furniture and finds has arrived. We specialize in and carry quality antiques, farmhouse originals, and custom painted furniture, including our new Bramble line and so much more. Let us help you pick out just the right piece for your home. We invite you to stop by and check out hundreds of new items throughout the store to brighten up your home. We have something for every room. Sisters and Friends, just 15 minutes past Kentucky Oaks Mall on Highway 60. Any piece, any color, endless possibilities.
Would he be able to give Ivy to go $250,000 on it? Folks are going to settle the highest and best bid. I need some money. It's your money, not mine.
Chris came highly recommended from some family friends over here. So I contacted Chris. He was very respectful, very professional, came with a plan, and so we made our decision almost immediately. Chris has been very sympathetic, he's been very empathetic. Chris is very respectful of the contents. Chris has been great to work with and really helped guide us through this process. With me being 2.5 hours away, Chris has kind of stepped into a bigger role than most probably would, so that's really helped on my side where I'm not having to come back and forth 2.5 hours each way to take care of the little things. Chris has been able to step in and handle it almost like it's his own.
Sold it right there, $287,500 plus 10%. Give her a round of applause, $287,500.
Hi, I'm Jerry Summers. Come on out to New Wave Flooring. We're still going to offer that free install on Mohawk carpet. We still got that luxury vinyl tile down here, wood look and tile look. Several different colors in stock, as low as 49 cents a square foot. Hey, if it's roll vinyl you're looking for, we've got several rolls in stock and free install if you get it here. Hey, if you know someone doing some flooring, we now offer gift cards. Blink, I'm gone.
Jerry, you know you're still here, right?
Man, I got work to do.
At Country Chevrolet, we're celebrating 25 years, but our family's passion for auto sales goes back even further to 1964 when my grandfather opened Barton Reed Auto Sales. We've had the pleasure of helping everyone from first-time car buyer to generations of families with everything from compact cars to crew cabs. So from all of us at Country Chevrolet, thank you for your continued support and consideration. We promise to do, like always, whatever it takes.
At First Community Bank, we believe you will treasure how simply convenient banking can be. From multiple office and drive-through locations to online and mobile banking services, we strive to offer the things that matter most to you. We also think you will treasure our people, from a live-friendly voice on the phone to having a local and knowledgeable lending staff that knows your name and makes serving you a priority. Stop by one of our locations to see what hometown community banking is all about. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
I go to a new place, I always want to learn about its history, about the things that shaped the community. And you won't find a better guide than my friend, Bob Brain.
Trigg County was founded in 1820. May 15th, 1820 was the first physical court meeting. Mr. Robert Baker gave them 52 acres for a town, a courthouse, and a court square. And in doing so, in October of 1820, they accepted the deed. And at that time, there was a group of Spanish adventurers that was in the area, and they came to the meeting. And they said that Cadiz is surrounded by water on three sides, just like their hometown of Cadiz, Spain. And they thought that the name should be Cadiz. It was just a few buildings and a tavern was all that was here.
Thanks, Bob. We'll be hearing more from him later in the episode. Now, before we get back to hunting, I want to show you around my store. Standard Oil Company, Louisiana. This is one of the very first tanker wagons to deliver fuel in the United States. 1890, and that fuel was used to fill kerosene lamps, so these horse and wagons had to deliver a lot of fuel. So this was really popular back then to try to get the fuel to the stores. I have Elvis driving the car naturally, and you kind of move him a little bit, and he'll talk to you and tell you different stories and ask you some personal questions, so you better just be prepared. Hey Elvis, how you doing, buddy?
Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. Here's one of my favorite pieces right here. This is a car that John Dillinger stole up in Racine, Wisconsin. He stole this car, took it up to Racine, Wisconsin. He robbed a bank. They got about 2 miles out of town. They shot the whole back end of this car out. They had this car for 2 years in FBI headquarters. Here's some of the better parts of my collection up here. Now this little thing right up here, what you call it, was a Ferris wheel. And back in the early days, right here in Paducah, we had an amusement park called Noble Park. And this was a great little amusement ride for lots of kids. My kids rode on it. I'm sure that we can talk to a lot of people out here locally. They rode on the Noble Park ride. Toys, toys, toys. I started out collecting toys at a very young age, just like all of y'all have. And these toys today have no operations like the kids' toys back then. I just wanted to make sure that we preserve some of that history, that toy history. This is a room for little boy toys. It's got little toys in it. Small ones, we have anywhere from the tractors to all the different types of cars that was made starting back in the early teens all the way up. So there's a real good example of colors and styles and all that each time of history made gets back into some of these that actually work. You'd pull this little fire truck and the little thing would go around, and he'd have a little meter in the back here to show you if it was dangerous or not, the speed meter. When folks come in here and see this collection of automobiles that I have, some of them just go completely just crazy. They can relate to that automobile. Well, that's one like my dad had. Or I drove that one when I was young. Or I was, at one time, I work in a fire department and I've got a fire truck here. Everything that you see here is something I get excited over with, and I watch people's faces when they come in and they get so excited on seeing what I have collected because they can relate to a lot of these cars. And some of them they haven't seen before. The different styles and all are great for young people because they haven't seen those style of cars before. I have so much more to show you at this shop. Classic pinball machines, relics of advertising campaigns from long past, and of course, my bicycles. But it's time to head back to Cadiz because there's always new treasures to find. Let's get them.
I'm David Sutton. I own and operate Cherokee Antiques in Cadiz, Kentucky. I got a call from John and he's on his way here. John likes advertising signs, and always when he comes, he'll buy a good one.
Hey David, how you
Hey
doing,
John,
buddy?
how are you?
Good. How
Good
you
to
know
see
it's
you.
been a while since I've been in here, so you don't mind maybe take me a little tour
I'll
around,
take you
see
a
what
tour.
new you got in
I
here,
know what
okay?
you like.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's good.
Oh, yeah.
You know, every store has its own stories to tell. Tucked away in each display are pieces of history. Walking through them can make you feel like you're being in a time machine. So
Yeah.
this is Civil War.
This is mainly
This is
Civil War and pictures. And
Okay,
most of this is World War II.
World War II stuff.
A lot of the bayonets are really good. All of these are what they call World War II fighting knives. Interesting, other day I had a soldier that was in the Navy, the Marines, and the Army, all three World War II, and had all these uniforms.
Is that
one of the
right?
neatest things I've ever owned and identified.
It's a beautiful
Right.
collection here. Beautiful collection
Yeah.
here.
This is an interesting item.
Oh, okay.
Nobody appreciates what it is. It's a spinning wheel chair from 1876. They were made to celebrate the centennial, and it's a spinning wheel. Pretty much the whole wheel is there. There's the pedal on the bottom, and here's the wheel.
And you say 1876?
1876.
Wow. This is the kind of stuff that I like.
Yeah, this is a buddy of mine from Evansville, and he has some very unique items, to say the least.
Yeah. Now, how many times would you
Yeah.
see something like this?
And
It's
that's real, you know, off of
I can see that it is.
some kind of
Gosh,
ship,
it's heavy,
barge,
too.
whatever.
But it's dating back in the 30s and
Oh,
40s
yeah,
or older,
I'd
maybe.
say 20s, 30s.
Now, what's this here, David?
Well, it's called a scramble, but it was probably in bars or restaurants or different
Yeah.
things where you could get a free drink or a free meal or win a little money. But it was
Wow.
you know,
Anything to make a penny or a nickel out
anything
of
to
it.
make a nickel they
Yeah.
do.
See, that's a really neat item right there.
Yeah,
And just did it
those-
with that little wooden marbles.
Those are hard to come by.
Oh, hey, David. Is this an old radio?
Well, that's one of the first radios. It's
It
probably
was.
mid-20s.
Okay. And
it's
so
in-
I guess what
Yeah, one person could listen at a time. And,
one person.
yeah, that
So
were
if
your
there's anybody
phones.
else, you're the only one who can listen to this radio.
And then, of course,
Wow.
then there was very few stations. One in Louisville, one in Chicago. You know, very
So the
few
one in
radios.
Louisville,
But it was a
okay.
powerful station.
Wonder what the wife would be doing while you're sitting there listening to the radio.
Telling him to get off, I imagine.
He couldn't hear.
That's right.
Look at here. Now this is exactly what I've been looking for. Oh my goodness. And it's a heavy porcelain too. This is a good one. Can you get that in, David?
It's double-sided.
That's what I want to look and see if the other. Oh, this is absolutely beautiful.
Look at the condition. Clean
These
as a
are-
board of health. isn't it?
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Now, what kind of money we talking?
$1,200.
$1,200.
$1,200. Yeah.
Is there any negotiation in that at all?
I tell you, he'll do a little bit, but not much.
Might
I
give
can give
him
him
a
a
call.
buzz.
Okay, call him and
he's
see.
a buddy of mine.
Okay.
We'll see if he'll do it.
We'll find out how good a bargain this sign is after this commercial break.
At First Community Bank, we believe you will treasure how simply convenient banking can be. From multiple office and drive-through locations to online and mobile banking services, we strive to offer the things that matter most to you. We also think you will treasure our people, from a live-friendly voice on the phone to having a local and knowledgeable lending staff that knows your name and makes serving you a priority. Stop by one of our locations to see what hometown community banking is all about. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
At Country Chevrolet, we're celebrating 25 years, but But our family's passion for auto sales goes back even further to 1964 when my grandfather opened Barton Reed Auto Sales. We've had the pleasure of helping everyone from first-time car buyer to generations of families with everything from compact cars to crew cabs. So from all of us at Country Chevrolet, thank you for your continued support and consideration. We promise to do, like always, whatever it takes.
Hi, I'm Jerry Summers. Come on out to New Wave Flooring. We're still going to offer that free install on Mohawk carpet. We still got that luxury vinyl tile down here, wood look and tile look. Several different colors in stock, as low as 49 cents a square foot. Hey, if it's roll vinyl you're looking for, we've got several rolls in stock and free install if you get it here. Hey, if you know someone doing some flooring, we now offer gift cards. Blink, I'm gone.
Jerry, you know you're still here, right?
Man, I got work to do.
If you haven't been to Sisters and Friends lately, a new season of unique furniture and finds has arrived. We specialize in and carry quality antiques, farmhouse originals, and custom-painted furniture, including our new Bramble line and so much more. Let us help you pick out just the right piece for your home. We invite you to stop by and check out hundreds of new items throughout the store to brighten up your home. We have something for every room. Sisters and Friends, just 15 minutes past Kentucky Oaks Mall on Highway 60. Any piece, any color, endless possibilities.
Well, have you heard something from him?
Well, he surprised me. He'll come off of it a little.
Okay. What are we talking?
1,050.
Oh, 1,050. Wow.
His firms, he very seldom budges a nickel.
So we're just taking $150 off. I don't see one this nice in shape. I'll tell you what, and double-sided. That's
It's
what I really
double-sided.
like. I'll tell you what, I'll take it. All right, thank you. Right here. Whew, it's been a great day of hunting. Now we're going to head down to Cadiz Antique Mall. But first, we're going to have Bob Brain tell us about the history of the lakes.
In the 1960s, TVA was looking to expand their dam projects, and in doing so, they created Kentucky Lake, and then they created Barkley Lake. Well, they decided that the area between that would make a perfect area for recreation. And there's a lot of controversy about that. A lot of the people between there did not want to leave. In fact, there's a story of one lady that would not sell out to them. They got her to come to Cadiz for a meeting, and while she was gone, they dozed her house down and burned it. It's a whole lot of hard feelings even down to this day and time.
I want to thank Bob for teaching us the history of Cadiz. And now we're headed to Cadiz Antique Mall.
My name's Ron Chapman. My wife, his name is Elizabeth, and we moved here from Michigan with no intention of buying an antique shop. It was pretty interesting, but we kind of fell in love with the town. We just said, you know what, it's what we want to do.
Wow, what a place. John Summers.
John, Ron Chapman, nice to meet you.
Hey, listen, this is a beautiful place you got here.
Well, thank you. This was the old Cadiz Hotel.
It was.
For many, many years,
wow.
yeah.
So I guess it was...
Original counter.
You're kidding. Wow.
This is our register that we still use, and it still rings.
Isn't that something?
Yep.
Will you show me around a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely.
Man, I'd like to see what you got here.
We have a little bit of everything. There's new stuff, there's old stuff. This is the old Shelley Foss. This was an actual replica of one that was down in New Orleans, and a guy did like 3 or 4 of these, and I bought them all.
You can see the love that Ron and his wife Elizabeth have put into this place. It seeps out for every display. And the history that I love to see preserved, the elegant Aladdin lamps, the fine dresses of old, and hey, a few fun and goofy items sprinkled throughout too.
People love history, and they enjoy, especially in this area, and there's a lot of history in this area, obviously, but when you come in, there's a connection there that they can make. And we have a guest registry here from 1925. And so people come through and rummage through that and look through and see if they can find a name that maybe their own name, and we've had a couple like that. The building was a hotel for many years, and my understanding, even up to the 50s, it was the proprietors were the Malones. And it was kind of interesting. I hear so much about Mrs. Malone, a very, very giving person. And people would come in and she'd help them out, and there's a bell right there, a brass bell, that she would ring. One of the old fellows came in here and said, "That's Mrs. Malone's bell." And I said, that isn't Mrs. Malone's bell, but I said, that's pretty close. He goes, that is really close to Mrs. Malone's bell. But she would go out and she would ring the bell for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. People from all over would come in. There was a young boy at the time who was homeless, and Mrs. Malone took him in and made him a room back there, and he lived here and worked here at the hotel for many, many years. So that was how generous she was. 2 years ago, we put in an ice cream shop. And that's been very successful. We've done really well with it. People love ice cream, so, and we sell the best here. So, at least we like to think so.
Hello, Ron. I hear you get the best ice cream.
We do. You got the normal strawberry, mid chocolate chip, butter pecan. Can I offer a suggestion?
Yeah.
Smoky Mountain Fudge. Do you like chocolate?
Yeah, I'm a chocolate lover.
All right.
So Smoky Mountain Fudge is
Smoky
it.
Mountain Fudge. Hey, here you go, John.
Whoa, that looks good. Mmm. Do you see any around there?
A little.
That's where the smoke comes from. Well, that's the end of our first show. I want to thank you for joining us on The Hunt for Treasures. I'm John Summers. Stay tuned. The hunt has just begun.
If you haven't been to Sisters and Friends lately, a new season of unique furniture and finds has arrived. We specialize in and carry quality antiques, farmhouse originals, and custom-painted furniture, including our new Bramble line and so much more. Let us help you pick out just the right piece for your home. We invite you to stop by and check out hundreds of new items throughout the store to brighten up your home. We have something for every room. Sisters and Friends, just 15 minutes past Kentucky Oaks Mall on Highway 60. Any piece, any color, endless possibilities.
At First Community Bank, we believe you will treasure how simply convenient banking can be. From multiple office and drive-through locations to online and mobile banking services, we strive to offer the things that matter most to you. We also think you will treasure our people, from a live-friendly voice on the phone to having a local and knowledgeable lending staff that knows your name and makes serving you a priority. Stop by one of our locations to see what hometown community banking is all about. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
I'm usually on the road, maybe Thursday through Sunday. Well, my dad had a piece of property here that we needed to sell. So the first one I called was Chris Colson. The level of professionalism that Chris and his team have is just next to none. Because it was, I kept going to it, Chris, what do I need to do? It's okay, I got it. You don't have to worry about it, and you know, without a doubt it's taken care of. When it was come time for me to sign the papers, I signed the papers and he hands me a check.
So.